Let me restart recording so that it's split up into two VODs. That's easier for me to manage later. Okay, so last time I tried to build a modular frame factory there. I was going to make it modular, and then first of all I messed up the build. Second of all, I am going to do it differently. So we are tearing all of this down again. And we're just starting over. Okay. Here's hoping I didn't select anything there in the background. A few of the foundations are fine. I don't want to destroy any other factories. Oh. Also, see if we can actually get some music in this game. Okay. Now the way I'm building this, let me see if I can get Satisfactory tools again. I'm building this in chunks of 4 modular frames. So I'm building 15 of these. But I'm not going to make it blueprint compliant. Basically, too much work. Would it even be better if I can get... No. The problem here is just that we need too much screws for the bolted iron plate, and I only have Mark II belts. So we'll do 4 smelters, and we'll start with that. This is my logistics floor. And then we can start building the factory on here. The thing is, I didn't leave myself a lot of room here, did I? With that copper node being there. We're gonna have to figure out how we rotate the factory, or how this factory is going to expand. I think we can go a little bit more to the right. Let's see. Make use of this. Yeah, factory can go a little bit more to the right if it doesn't clip the floor. We can also go more to the left and around this corner if we just manage to avoid that copper node. I do still want to make this as compact as I possibly can. So... Oh. No. Let me... put my 4 smelters in here. Then next I need 4 constructors. Oh, let's see, that is... yeah, 4 foundations wide. And these will go into this assembler. Now I need 2 more constructors for cast iron screws. I'm just thinking where to put them. I could possibly try to put them like this. Something like this. That is 5 by 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a 5 by 7 with way too much room in here still. This should work. Oh, is it a 5 by 7? Maybe even more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So that's 6. Yeah, let's just take the full 7 foundations. Okay. Now we put in the logistics, we put in everything basically. Logistics and power. And then we built this another 15 times. Yeah, and expanding that way works, but we will clip into the ground. I can just raise it up a little bit. There's nothing stopping me from having like a separation here, and then just move the entire factory up a level. 2 meters, 4 meters, I don't know. Now... actually figuring out how this is going to work. That works for now. And we can mess with how I want the input to look later when I put in the walls. Okay, so this is 120 iron ingots coming out. Actually a little bit less, because we just don't need as much. That's fine. And these need to go in all of these, which... I think that is just going to align. Yes. Okay, that's nice, that's nice. Okay, that barely doesn't align, so let's go into this one and then manifold that way. That's the input for all the constructors. Now let's do the input for this assembler. That's the nice thing about building these by hand. Like it can just, everything can just align. Should be able to align. And these are our reinforced iron plates coming out there. They just get belted straight back into there. Yeah, okay. So this was so much easier than the last build. Okay, it takes up a little bit more space, but it will be a lot easier to duplicate as well. So yeah, let's build a second one of these. Or maybe we should do power first. Yeah. Power first, otherwise I forget and I have to do all of that later. And there we go, 4 in there. Also, I found out what was wrong with the power plant, thanks to Phantom, last time. Apparently I just didn't connect. Ooh, this looks strange though. Apparently I just forgot to connect a few things. This looks really strange. I forgot to connect an entire row of coal generators. Yeah, makes sense, nothing was working. Okay, that's better. Come on. Yeah, that kind of aligns. There we go. I can put in some of the reinforced plates and some of the screws here. Clean up my inventory. Same with the furnaces. Let's dump some iron ore. There we go. Okay, so that's one. Let's build the second module, 2 out of 15. So I also want to make sure that everything is aligned. So 1, 2, 3. We just do this. I think these need to be iron plates. Yeah, these need to be screws. Okay, this one, and then the other one. Okay, the ladder is just back. Yeah, there we go. How is this? How far is this out? Probably one more and we're on top of that. So it's like this. Basically one out from the edge of the foundation. I am changing the stream title to I Want Blueprints. Or I should change the stream title to I Want Blueprints. Okay, give me a second. It's getting way too warm in here. There we go, just opening a window. Okay, that should be fine. I think that should be everything. Oh, I'm missing cable. Okay. That's fine. And in the meantime, let me check how many tickets I have. Oh. By now I should be having at least a bit more. That's 6 more coupons. There we go, brings us up to 24. Let's see, we also had our dismantle crate here somewhere. Yeah. Okay, so that should basically be it. Like that one. And then do all the bells underneath. Okay. How is this? It is aligned, but it was looking like it wasn't aligned. Okay, well. Yeah, it's not aligned. Oh, this one is... Why was it down by one? Anyway, strange. Here, this that, and then right. One more elevator over here. And here. Let's see. Strange. Oh. Hey Phantom, welcome back. Connect, and that should be it. So there we go. Now we have 2 of the 15 modules in. Just load it up for a bit. Now the question is this enough? Oh, Phantom, Stasta if you're still here, Ayla if you're still here. Okay, Phantom says it's not enough. I mean, it's not enough in the long run. We all agree on that, but is it enough for now to say, hey, we just built enough room to expand this? Then we have our 50 modular frames, we have our rotors, and we can do the steel production. Or are you really going to force me to build 15 of these by hand? mean, force is a kind of an aggressive word, but what do you guys think? I just don't think it's interesting to duplicate this 13 more times. Like I might as well be doing steel production in the same way and then have a blueprint maker and blueprint this in maybe 2 or 3 blueprints and just stamp 30 more of those down. I guess I will start by reserving space for them at least. And overclocking this one. I need to overclock this one. Or do I? It's not necessary right now. Let me see. This platform is too big. I think I can easily... get rid of these foundations. Oh, not this one. Here we go. I mean, definitely no manual crafting, right? But yeah, am I allowed to say I have modular frames being crafted in a factory, I can use them for progression? That's the question. And seeing as you're the only one reacting, you get to decide. That way I don't have to live with... I don't have to live with the guilt. Okay, yeah. So, as a general rule, I'll say, let's say no manual crafting and no semi-automatic manual crafting, however you want to call, putting down one assembler and just having indisputable containers in. At least not for progression items. I'm okay with doing that for ammo. It's like, would you enjoy watching me build 13 more of these by hand? That's the... I mean... I feel like it's not entertaining and it's also just not fun to do. You would. Well. And yes, shard and ammo, as in... shard and ammo I can do... Like I'm just going to do in a manual constructor, right? Yeah. It's like I want to make progress in this, and just being stuck building the same thing over and over doesn't seem like fun now. So in that case, let's not do it. You're right. So what I am going to do is I'm going to reserve space. I want to make sure that I have enough space where I can build all of these. And ideally... Because right now I know how big a platform has to be for that, I can easily reserve that space. So it needs to be 5 by 7. Well, and then enough space for a wall. Yeah, equipment and filters as well. I'm also handcrafting portable miners, just because I don't think there's a reason not to be honest. I know there is an alternative recipe that I could use. But am I really going to search for that? You can automate the manual miners, right? I forgot how they're called now. Yeah, you have to get a hard drive. So I could, if I really want to do a no handcraft challenge at some point, I might. But then I'm allowing myself to do like the industrial storage and stuff like that. But for now, the game has to stay fun, right? Yeah, I would need to find a hard drive. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Leave some room in between though. Wait, what? I think I misaligned this one. No, I didn't. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth one? Oh well, it's fine. I know I have enough space with this, that's the most important part. I think I have a double one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8 in total. I need 7 more. And I cannot go any further this way because I will run into the pyramid. Pretty sure that we can go further this way. Oh, except for there is concrete here. more, 6 more. Five more. We can put 2 more in here, maybe 3 more. That's too close. Rather leave a little bit of extra room. Okay. Four more plots. Three more. Do one more this way. Yes, I think we're narrowly avoiding this one. This is way bigger than I thought it would be. This should be enough room, but this is way bigger than I thought it would be. Also missing something over there. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's 15 plots. If all of these are filled, that is a total of 60 modular frames per minute. Okay. Okay, I'm glad I'm not building them all by hand. Let's do steel production first. And then afterwards we can take the blueprint maker. Three times this? No. No. If I fill all of this here, I'm good. So I have 2 of them in. I need 13 more. So 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. which is a way bigger factory than that one. I could probably make it smaller just because I am placing down a lot of extra machines. But this makes it so much easier for me to build that. Oh, for the heavy frames, I'm not thinking about heavy frames yet. Please don't make me think about heavy frames yet. 1-to-1 for modular and then heavy is 1-to-1 for fused. Oh, okay, then I need... Yeah, but that's just going to be a separate factory. Possibly even in another biome. We'll see. But yeah, I think that's everything I need. Like, this times 3 is everything I'm ever going to need for modular frames, normally. So that is good news. Definitely. The thing is, after I get the blueprint maker and I get steel beams, we are going to have a long building stream at some point. A very long building stream. Oh, and after the rotor factory. I want a separate rotor factory as well. Oh, really? We're full? Oh, okay. Oh, I got wooden leaves on me. Let me go drop those off. Then I need to get some more copper wire. And then we can complete our milestone. And while I'm up there, I might as well build another ring of the pyramid. I can't wait until I get manufacturers and I can... Well, no. I was thinking that the Explorer is the first vehicle that I can unlock, but I need oscillators for that. The tractor is easier. The tractor is definitely easier. I can't wait to have some kind of transportation that isn't me sliding and jumping around. That or dimensional storage. Yeah, tractors are going to be easier. Frames and steel is before oscillators? Yes. Just because I need manufacturers to make oscillators. There's no way I can get around that. And I think manufacturers are the next phase even, so... Yep, that is the biggest issue. Also, seeing as we're going up to the space elevator anyway, were you there last time I explained what my plan was for around the space elevator? Yeah, the phase 3. No, Hypertube is planned for in the pyramid, definitely. I wanted to make like a trophy gallery, open air gallery room, whatever you wanna call it. No, the stairs in the hypertube. Yeah, I know. You were there for that. Those are still on the agenda. Well, yeah, or you just weren't there. That's also possible. I don't expect you to be here every time I stream. It's much appreciated, but you have a life of your own. You are allowed to have a life of your own, I should say. Oh boy, ladders. You try to be. Oh. Yeah, I really appreciate that. That's really nice to hear. But let me go up to the space elevator real quick before we... Well, no, let's do the milestone first. Then the pod can launch and come back. And then I'll go up to the space elevator. Oh, there we go, steel production.
Milestone reached. Coal
Like, we could also
and iron
do
can be combined in
vehicle
a foundry
transport,
to start
actually.
steel production.
Do we have everything
Project
for that?
part number 2, the versatile framework, can only be created
Oh, I don't have
via
enough plates.
automation, not at a crafting bench. Delivering these to
I'd
the
have to go
space
down
elevator
again.
is essential if we are going to complete phase 2 of project assembly
Might do
and
this
save the
one
day.
as well then, seeing as I
Fix
do have
it,
the
and
modular frame for
humanity
it.
is relying on you.
And otherwise, I need steel beams for the blueprint. Ooh, and then I can do Mark III logistics. Then I could actually do the rest of the modular frame factory with Mark III logistics. We'll see when we get to it. For now, I'm gonna select this as next milestone. Nah. Let's do vehicle transport. Never mind. Let's do jump pads, then vehicle transport, then what's it called? Blueprints. In that order. Not gonna go running up and down the entire time for this, but that's a good order. Okay, here we go. So what I was thinking of doing is I want to make some kind of gallery here. I need bigger signs though. And I think the bigger signs require oscillators. Check. Got everything here. Let's take the bigger signs. Also, I want the asphalt foundation and the steel wall. That's going to be too much, right? Steel framed windows might be nice. Tilted walls. Wait, tilted walls. That's... Yeah, that's walls. That's not a roof. Oh, well. Architecture, and here we have roofs. I'm gonna need a lot more tickets. Okay, in that case, let's go for foundations first. I'm gonna take all these. Okay, but getting distracted. Can we do... Okay, so we can do the display signs and the square signs and the portrait signs. Other way around though. Yeah, I want to make a trophy gallery, so every factory and resource that I finish. So iron ingots I did. I can put here. Now let's not take the fixed blue because that is ugly. Um, I'll play around with the colors later. I want to do this a little bit more towards the blue side. Something like this. That's good enough. So iron ingots we have, iron plates are done. Iron pipes. I also have screws. There we go. I want to make a gallery going all the way around the space elevator, basically. I think it would be cool if everything is done. I could even just put all the items in here and then just have a different color. Like, if they're done, I could have a green here. Oh. That's a good idea. Let's do that. If they're completely done, I'll put green in. If I have a little bit more work on them, I kind of think for my basic iron factory, I might need to replace some belts still. Might be a little bit premature. The reinforced plate factory, I know I put the factory in, but I need to replace belts. And then here we could do smart plating, which is also not completely done yet. Alright, copper ingot, copper sheets. What else? Wire and cable. Yeah. A lot of work. Well, I'm going to try to keep up expanding this, and I'm going to build something nice around it. That's not just strange little pillars sticking out of the ground with one sign on it. Maybe some kind of archway. Not sure. And I might move these up. But that's the idea. I want some kind of trophy gallery. What do you think? And that's the only thing that is going to be up there with the space elevator, though. Okay, now. I was also going to build another ring around here, right? But I don't have the concrete for it. So that's going to be for the next time I come up here. For now, I need to figure out where I'm doing steel. Let's start with this. Here we go. Now let's look for a good place to build a steel factory. Huh. If I'm not mistaken, there's coal up here. Yes. So we have our coal here we're using for power. And we have coal here. Which seems like we have 2 normal coal nodes here and 2 impure ones here. I think I'm going to go for maybe half an hour more. And then depending on how I feel, I might play a little bit of Tia. Just to finish things off. I've been itching to play that and to finish like the last piece of the puzzle that I need for all my achievements. And it's just a really cool game that doesn't get featured a lot anymore. Okay, so we have our 2 coal nodes here. Where is iron? Okay. We have 1 iron node here. 1 over here, so... Oh, and a pure 1 over here. Might just use this one for now. And then have a tractor bring in these later. We only have 1 slight issue, and that is that... let me take this stamp. We need to fuel our tractor then. Which we have coal, but I'm not sure how much of that coal I actually need. See. So this is going to be a factory for the basics of steel. So 60 steel ingots. Yes, I'm including those. 60 steel beams. And 60 steel pipes. Except for the fact that we don't have Mark III logistics. But that is really close after this factory is finished. Which means, let's just assume we get it. Because that is going to make our factory a lot easier. And that's just 9 foundries, 4 constructors, another 3 constructors. Do I have enough? Like, if I have a Mark II mine on a normal node, that can give me 300, right? So 2 normal nodes should be enough. And will give us enough extra coal where we can use that to fuel multiple tractors, actually. Oh. It's gotten dark. Now I need to find the iron vein again. Okay. Here we go. Oh. Complete. let's do 1 meter up, and that should be fine. That covers it nicely. This factory definitely isn't going to be too big. I will still need a little bit of space for it. So what I'm thinking right now is to... Oh. Oh, these ones aren't aligned. Okay. We could do something like this. So, coal mine here, belt along here, coal mine here, belt along here. Iron's coming in here, and then the factory is going to go in this open space. Okay. Okay. Do you think this is big enough? Also have the option of putting a wall there. So belts come in here. 9 foundries. What do I need to build foundries? Of course, modular frames. Of course, what else would I need? Might need to go 1 higher. I mean, you don't need to. I think I'll have enough space, but it's just going to be easier to walk around. So let us go 1 higher. I don't think this platform is big enough though. It is enough for 5 foundries, so I could do something like this. Can even be closer. Yeah. Yep, let's do that. Oh, wait a second. That is going to require a Mark IV belt. Right. Yeah, if I try to put 390 on the same line, I'll need to split that up. Okay. And we'll just take a little bit more space then. Yes. Now, I'm missing modular frames and possibly a few rotors. I think I have enough cable though. Oh. It's going more over than I thought it would. There we go. Okay, here we go. Modular frames. Modular frames. We're also missing the starting place, so take those. And then lastly, rotors. Every time I build a new factory, I'm never sure where I actually put it. There we go. Okay. So foundries, and that's the biggest part of this actually. Then we have the foundries as only 4 constructors for the beams and 4 constructors for the pipes. Basically all done. Well, let's do that for the pipes. Then can I land this? Not gonna be enough room. Oh, there's barely not enough room. Okay, then just make sure the constructors align. Like, that all the constructors fit here. And then, yeah, that's good enough. This is a really small factory. In comparison to what we were trying to build with the modular frames, this is so much better. Yeah, I'm so glad I'm doing it this way. And then we can do modular frames with blueprints. Oh, I am out of iron rods though. Okay. Okay, let's say that's one last run over to main base. We get some iron rods. We put in the floor holes and the logistics there. I don't think it's a lot of work to finish that factory. So we'll finish it, then I'll play a little bit of TF for half an hour, and then we call it. Made some good progress today. Got a decent amount of modular frames done. And we almost had the steel factory done. There is never enough rods, no. I mean, wasn't that one of the things that you asked me to build at some point? Like, build me a rod factory, and that took ages. And at that point we were done with rods. I don't remember, maybe it was plates or frames. It's also possible. Now watch me build 2 machines and then notice that I'm missing something else. That is the most likely thing to happen here. Where's the connector? Here. We're busy anyway, let's put in power. At least for this first line. Right. I think those are all the conveyor floor holes with this last line. Oh. And then it's the inputs. Oh. Hey Waffle! Welcome in. How's it going? We're yeah, we're doing good as well. We're just putting in steel production. Earlier we built a modular frame factory, or at least a small version of it. Yeah, now onto steel. I played some Celeste earlier. Yeah. I want to try to get a sub 1 hour Celeste run. Basically, I want to get a little decent at Celeste. I've practiced it before, but then I left it alone for another month and I'm rusty again, so I'm from Belgium. One of the tiniest countries in the world. Except for things like Luxembourg and the Vatican City, of course. There we go, there's one row done. Ah, cool. Do you play Satisfactory as well? That's our foundries connected. Should all be yellow lights now. Yeah. I mean, I'm not really interested in art right now. Sorry, but thanks for the follow. Thank you. I, You're making this difficult for me. Because, I mean, I'd like to give some feedback, but on the other hand, I just told myself, like, if more people come in offering artwork in my chat, I'm just going to be assertive and say no. Because, well, to be honest, there are a lot of people doing that nowadays. Yeah. You know what? If you want, post your Instagram. That's fine. And then, if I have time and if I remember, I'll have a look. And next time you're in the stream, then I can tell you what I thought about it. That should be everything in here. Got Discord, got all other social, but like I said, I'm not adding people right now. That's the one thing I'm not going to do, because then I'm just adding everyone all the time. Don't have a lot of room here. Yeah, sorry to disappoint you. Thank you for dropping by. If you want to hang out for a little bit longer or chat a little bit. Okay, yeah. Okay, no, that's fine. If you want to hang out, you're welcome to stay. If you want to move on to other streams, I don't blame you. It was nice having a chat. Let's see. Yeah. No, okay. No, that's totally fine. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for the follow. Hope to see you next time. Let's see. We have coal. Actually, there's no reason for me to turn these splitters around, is there? So I had it come in from that side. Actually, no. If this is iron, this is gonna be iron, then iron is going to come in from that side. So might as well do this. And then we have 2 lines of coal coming in from this side and another line of iron later. In that case, let's do this. Oh no. It's still gonna clip. It's still gonna clip. Wasn't there a way to get that? Yeah, if I move the splitters out more. Or if I move them down. Guess I'll just move the splitters down. That's annoying. Why does it never work the way I want it to? It's okay. It's okay. For this one we can move the splitters down. For the other one we could move the splitters out if we want to. But this one is a little bit too close to the edge. I said 30 minutes earlier. I think it's already been 30 minutes, but I would like to finish this. So 23 more minutes. That's a good amount of time. I will need to redo these. It really shouldn't take that long to build this thing. There are only a few machines. Now, this is going to have to be a Mark III belt. We don't have Mark III belts yet, so we're doing Mark II for now. Okay. Mark II. No, I don't have Mark II miners. At this point, we only have Mark 1 miners. Don't think I can align this. Oh, I can. Okay. So in that case, try this again. Facing down the wrong side. Nope. Still not correct. Not sure why I'm struggling with an elevator, but okay. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. That wasn't too hard, was it? Is this not connecting? It seems like it doesn't connect. Really? Does this really not want to work? That would be so stupid. This seems to be aligned, but maybe it's just a little bit off. Who knows? I'm trying one more time here. It doesn't seem to want to work. Okay. Plan B. Returning the miner around. Now I can do this. Okay. Okay. I think that'll work. I hope that'll work. And then the output bells can come around this side. That should be okay. Uh, Needs to be a Mark II lift though. Yep, that's the first line of coal, and then the second line. There we go. Shall be there. I think my music is gone as well, by the way. And the one good thing is, for this factory, it's not a big factory, so even though I'm going to need, well, yeah, even though I do need to replace some belts, it's not going to be a lot, and it's not going to also not gonna take too long. When I do have to replace them. I'm hoping that this is just going to be kind to me and want to connect. Okay, that's the first. Okay, and then the rest of the iron ore is going to come in from another normal vein, which we don't have yet. So, that is our first output of steel ingots. There's like one thing I need to check on, right? So we need a line of 90 for the pipes, we need a line of 240 for steel beams, and then an excess amount for the steel ingots. 90 3 constructors, that's basically 2 foundries. Let me check which side that actually is. I think it was this side. Yeah, so these 3 constructors on the right are steel pipes and the other ones are steel beams. Um, hmm. Now, unfortunately, how are we best doing this? Because I would like to do this, but then I can split it off. And it's not going to the line. Except if we do a merger here. Now we just need to make sure that we align our merger instead of just randomly placing it down. We're out of reinforced plates. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We still need our second iron source as well, though. Right now we're just pumping into this one, and this line also needs to get activated. I guess for now we could just do this. How long do I have left? 6 minutes. I've got 6 minutes to get reinforced iron plates and connect everything. Is this the pure one? Yeah, this is the pure iron vein. Okay, come on. I think this is my reinforced plate factory. Luckily, there's no one here who will tell me if I'm a minute too late. I think Stassa went to bed already. Okay, so let's connect this one real quick. It's going to be a separate iron input at some point. For now, at least both foundries are working. And then this is going to be steel pipes working. And we can also merge them together. Might as well do that immediately. Okay, this is going to be beams, which is 240. 240 is, yeah, basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.3 foundries. Wait, 5.3 foundries? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, and then 25. So let's say 6 foundries. Yeah, 6 foundries. So I have 3 foundries here. I need 6. So let's be really quick. 5 times 45. That fits on the Mark III belt. That fits on the Mark III belt, and then that's 5. This is 6th one. No, this is going to be a 6th one. So let's have a merger here. And then these 2 are going to be randomly placed outputs for for steel ingots. Basically. Okay, that should be everything connected. Here we go, that's our first steel beam. And I hope we're also crafting some steel pipes already. Looks like we are. So yeah, next time we can come pick up some steel beams, some steel pipes from here. We can get our next milestone, which is going to be blueprints. And then we can finish all the rest of the factories. Now, let me real quick check. We're still good on power. We're gonna get blueprints. We're gonna get Mark III logistics next. And once we have Mark III logistics, we can go around upgrading a bunch of factories. Upgrading the power plant and just expanding that. And then we shouldn't have any power issues. And we can finish all of our unfinished factories in one go. Now let me head up to the hub, put in some iron plates, and get like our last milestone done for today. And then I do want to finish off the stream playing a little bit of Tia the Awakening. Phantom, are you still here? I'm curious whether or not you've played or even heard of Tia before. Okay, I assume not then. Unfortunate, I'll show you another time. Okay, there we go. So that's jump pads done, which means we're officially done with tier 2.
The Fix-It jump pad combines high technology and innovation for optimized factory traversal and an ideal travel experience. Clarification.
And
Ideal
then
travel experience not guaranteed.
I'll take either
Individual
Logistics Mark
results
III
may
or
vary.
Blueprints
Pioneers
first.
are responsible for all workplace accidents resulting from jump pad usage.
And I mean, I need both of them. I need both of them anyway. Let's select the blueprint first. There we go. That's for next stream. There we go. We got a lot of stuff done. Let's go over here so we can actually see the footprint that is going to be only for modular frames. That's already insane. The amount of resources that I'm going to have to pump in there. Oh well. Okay, I'll save it there. Exit to main menu. And then give me a second to boot up Tia. If you have never heard of Tia the Awakening before, and you've never played it, it's a really fun game. I definitely recommend checking it out. If you're only interested in Satisfactory, then thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.